Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speeder, and today we're going to be looking over 7.30C, the only and last patch before TI. Let's see what we got. You know, I've heard a couple big nerfs to major heroes, such as Sven, Omni Knight. Apparently some heroes have even been slaughtered. So nonetheless, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. By the way guys, if you want to become absolutely broken, well, what you need to do is sign up to the gameleap website down below right now. The reason why you should do that is because every single day we post a new video there. Content that you simply just will never get on YouTube, we post every single day to the website. It's really top tier stuff. I'm very proud of what I make over there. We also have other creators, many of my great friends who are top tier Dota players, creating guides about different heroes, different roles, different items, skill builds, talent builds, everything you need to know to get to the next rank. So if you feel a little bit lost, you're a little bit stuck, click the link down below. I'll see you guys there. And now, let's get into the video. Alright, so first things first, Dawnbreaker to Captain's Mode. It kind of makes sense. This hero has been reworked quite a few times. It's a little bit surprising that they would maybe add it this close to TI, you know, considering it's quite a different hero. It's a very interesting hero that I feel like people don't even know exactly what role it's supposed to be played in. Like, I don't think pros really have a clear idea. But alright, stack neutral creeps golden XP reduced by 15%? Oh, what the heck? Oh, I see. Okay, so what they did is they made it still good for the support, but not good for the core. That is a lot. 15% is pretty massive, so definitely a big nerf to your Deuces, your Svens, a lot of the heroes that were definitely popular right now, so that in and of itself definitely nerfing a lot of the meta carries, and it's a big buff to heroes like, I want to say Slark, but Slark can take stacks, same thing with Jug, but it's a big buff to the carries, you know, like the Ursus and stuff like that, who don't take stacks. It's a really nice buff to those heroes, which a lot of them were completely out of the meta, so I think that's a pretty cool change. Ancient Black Dragon Fireball mana cost increase. That was probably the best Helm of the Overlord creep, so makes sense. The second best was the Thunderhide, so also a very reasonable change, you know, to this item that is still relatively broken. Then we have Echo Saber. So how many changes are there in general? That's actually quite a lot. So much bigger than 7.30. But all right, let's get into the items. So first things first, Echo Saber, definitely one of the most valuable, like 2,500 gold items, like 2,000 to 3,000 gold range, one of the best items. Seems like it's been nerfed quite hard. You know, a lot of the meta heroes are buying this. Slark, Sven are the two that definitely come to mind. So yeah, big nerf to the item. 0.5 mana regen is quite a lot. It's so fun. I almost feel like this kind of like makes Slark almost a bad hero. Even though it's not, it's 2 strength and 0.5 mana regen. And the weirdest part is, like, they also nerfed Slark's mana on the Q not too long ago, which makes this hero quite bad, like, in terms of its ability to sustain mana. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of nerfs to Slark. I feel like the hero is not great. I've been winning against it, guys. I don't know about you, but I've been winning against it. Next up, Monkey King Bar attack speed bonus from 35 to 45. Okay, people definitely were buying data lists basically every game over this item, or Silver Edge, so there's that. A little bit of a nerf to the Silver Edge on that note. Definitely nothing that would make it irrelevant. 2 seconds is quite a bit, but still a very purchasable item on every hero that would buy it. Sanjin Yasha, for its 18th nerf in a row, status resistance reduced from 25 to 22. Once again, can you still buy this item? Yes, you can. Until they remove status resist or make it like 12%, it will still be good. 22% is still a massive, you know, if you get hexed and it's 5 seconds, which it's not, but that's a full second off. That's a lot of time, so, you know, it's just one of those items that's just good, and they're trying to make it worse, but it's still good. Helm of the Iron Will, okay, so that's a nerf to the Dominator and all those items, but okay, not by a ton. 25 gold is not too crazy. Sacred Relic, so a buff to Radiance, a buff to Rapier, interesting. Armlet, recipe cost reduced, okay, so they didn't want to nerf the Armlet at all, which makes sense. I wouldn't say there's many Armlet buyers right now. Huskar's not really in the meta. I wouldn't say Lifestealer's quite popular, so okay. That makes sense. Crimson Guard, recipe reduced from 950 to 875. I think this item is massively underrated for the reason that it builds up from Vanguard, and I think Vanguard is still in a great spot. Like, you guys know how Axe and Centaur were really popular when Vanguard got its major buffs. I still feel like this item is really good. Like, no, but I actually really like Crimson Guard, you know, especially considering that these nerfs to Helm of the Dominator and Helm of the Overlord, even though they did make a bunch more nerfs as well, it's really good against these heroes. It's just really good. Like, it's good against Clinks as well. It's good against Luna. It's good against, like, Dusa. It's pretty good, right? It's, like, a pretty freaking good item. So definitely something to consider. A lot of gold. Cheaper now, right? 75 gold. Pretty nice. Oh wait, but the total cost. Oh, right, because it has this. Okay, that's not much of a buff then. Never mind. It's still a good item though. Slight nerf to Helm of the Dominator and slight nerfs to Helm of the Overlord. Nothing crazy, honestly. This is still a very good item. The question is, did they nerf Beast and Lycan? I think that's more important. All right. Some neutral item changes. Aesthetics cap. I feel like this item wasn't that good. Apparently it is that good, because it was nerfed by quite a bit. I honestly haven't... It's like kind of a weird item. I feel like I never notice it, but it's probably pretty good. Blast Rig, bonus armor reduced from 8 to 7. Dude, I think this item's not even good. People are always like, take the Blast Rig. You're playing Sand King. Take the Blast Rig. It's like, is it even that good? It's like a 300 AoE or something. I feel like it's not good. I think this item is wildly overrated, and people just like complain about it because it's like kind of cool. I kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just bad. Apex, primary stat reduced. Okay, I don't know how you come up with this. Sure, the item's still good. Giant's Ring, 5 less strength and 10 less movement speed. Okay, pretty big nerfs. 10 movement speed is, you know, it matters. It matters. And 5 less strength. All right. Still, once again, a good item. Bonus cast range on Telescope reduced and attack range reduced. Definitely one of the best neutral items in the game. Just such a valuable item to have on a position 5 in any game. So absolutely an item that makes sense to be nerfed. You know, I don't feel like it was that broken, but sure. Also, Witchbane, definitely one of the best neutral items in the game. If you could use this item properly, it was pretty busted. An AoE cleanse in certain fights is just so freaking strong. It's now a single target spell, which honestly isn't that bad, and it still gives you the passive of doing damage based on their like max mana pool, and it's a lot of damage. So I still absolutely would pick this item up and use it in the late game against Orchids, against, you know, daggers, against Gales. Anything is still really, really strong. Abaddon, okay. A bit of a nerf to his 20 talent. 8-second borrowed time cooldown. That's pretty good. I would say that this is a buff to a Abaddon carry type of build, which I actually think is quite strong. I'm a fan of Abaddon carry. I think it's slightly underrated and definitely something I would keep my eye out for. Base damage on Alk rescaled, so he received 3 minimum. Okay, just 3 minimum. That's not that... Okay. All right. Alk's probably still really bad. AA, bunch of talent changes. Anything noticeable? Not really. I think AA is a fine hero still. Good against the heal stuff. Arc Warden, strength reduced from 23. Why is this hero getting nerfed? Is it good? Oh wait, base agi increased from 16 to 20, base damage unchanged. So they gave him 4 attack speed and half an armor, which is okay. But they reduced his strength. So I feel like that's not really a nerf. I mean, that's not really a buff at all. It seems like nothing. Aghanim Scepter, secondary spark, Wraith activation delay reduced from 3 to 2. I have never seen this Ags. I have no idea if it's good or not. If you guys know if it's good or not, you can tell me. And a little bit of lifesteal. Okay, it's about the same hero. Bane, one of my favorite 5s of the patch. Helped me get to AK, which by the way I hit, guys. Very exciting. But Bane, strength gain reduced from 2.6 to 2.5. Agi, okay. That's pretty irrelevant. Irrelevant. Okay, Bane's the same. Batrider, base vision. Oh shit. This hero lost 400 day vision? What in the world? What in the world? 400 day vision? What is that trash? Oh, wait. Oh, it was increased. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, Batrider got 400 vision. Shit. All right. 400 vision. So that means they nerfed something else. Okay, okay. No longer increases Fey Grenade damage. Pretty reasonable. Pretty broken. So definitely not broken anymore. That was definitely a required change. Duration decreased from 8 to 7. This actually matters a lot. It really does, because in the laning stage, you would often get, like, reset the stacks with, like, a second left. It's very common. In general, you would reset, like, in fights, you reset it with very little time left. So this is actually a bigger nerf than people realize. It's going to come into play a lot. Flame Break, damage per second reduced from 20 to 15. That is a massive nerf to the Broken Shard. So, okay, quite a few changes. Bonus Vision reduced. All right, I see. So basically what they're doing here is your day vision is the same, or it's actually better. So your day vision is really good early on into the game, which is kind of irrelevant. Like, day vision is kind of not great, right? Like, early game doesn't do that much. But your night vision is much worse because, right, you're losing all of this bonus night vision, which was honestly the biggest advantage of Firefly. So this might not seem like that big of a nerf because of this, but it is. Because basically, Batrider in the night was a stupid hero. Like, if you had an Aether Lens and you turn on Firefly, you just saw everything and could sticky people from, like, wildly out of vision, and then chuck a couple of concoctions at them and they would die and they couldn't even see you. So, this is actually a huge nerf, 100%. Cooldown increased by a lot at level 1. Oh my god. Huge nerfs. Okay. very reasonable nerfs to Batrider. I hate to say this, but do I think the hero is irrelevant? I don't. I do think that these are very good changes, though. I like the way that they approached this hero and the changes that they made, because honestly, from what I heard from my Twitch chat, some other heroes got, like, removed. This is not removing him. It's still gonna dominate certain lanes. If it builds up 5 or 6 stacks on you, it's still gonna solo kill you. Like, it's still Batrider. It's just a worse version of Batrider. It's like 2% or 3% worse, which it needed. But it's not irrelevant. Beastmaster, base damage reduced by 2, cooldown nerfed as well. Okay, so it's actually better at max, but worse at level 1, which I would say is... I don't know. It's probably about even, probably balances out. Some talent changes. This doesn't seem bad. Usually talent changes aren't that much of a nerf. However, he did lose his level 15 unit HP talent, which was quite good. You get Wild Axis Amp, which is not good. The Axe is just, from what I've seen, bad now. Okay, you get it at level 20 now, but you lose the Primal Roar cooldown, which was a nice talent. So overall, I would say Beastmaster is honestly about the same with a slightly worse level 15 spike. Bloodseeker, agility gain reduced from 3.4 to 3.1. It's not too bad. Fixed level 15 talent, rupture damage not applying to a target that was already ruptured. Okay, I had no idea that was a thing, but sure. Level 10 talent, losing a bit of amp. Alright, seems fine. The hero, he's about the same. Bounty Hunter is worse at level 1, but better at max, which makes him a better core, but probably a worse support, is what I would say. Brewmaster, level 25, Drunken, okay, who cares? Increased radius, okay, who cares? Bonus movement speed, whoa, 5 movement speed. Very cool valve, you know, very cool, 33.33%, awesome. And 1 armor reduction. The armor reduction is actually nice. In the laning stage, 1 armor can be a lot. So this is actually quite a big buff for the laning stage in particular, when heroes only have 4, 3, 2 armor. It definitely matters a lot. So this is a pretty big buff. This is obviously a nice buff. This is a big buff. So overall, do I think this hero's good? Probably not. Still probably not that great. Just, you know, you can't buy BKB on the illusions, so I don't know. It's a good laner, but that's like, it's kind of about it. Like, I feel like that's like the only huge advantage of this hero. Yes, it can one-shot people, but like, so can Sven. Well, I think. Apparently it got nerfed. Shen, armor aura reduced, HP regen increased, but by basically nothing, so that's definitely just a nerf. That's it. What are these changes? This is so weird. Why did they do this? This is so bad. What does this even change? Who even plays Chen? Why did he get, like, nerfed? Why did they nerf Chen? I'm pretty sure Chen wasn't good. Who decided to nerf Chen? Does anyone play Chen? Alright. No-Tail's fault? Alright, apparently No-Tail plays Chen. Clinks. Agi gain reduced from 2.7 to 2.5. Attack range reduced by 25. That's quite a lot, actually. It can definitely matter. Barrage losing 2 seconds. I actually think I said in a video that they should nerf the cooldown by like 2 seconds, which hurts him a lot. That's going to cause you to lose like 500 to 1,000 net worth over the course of like a 25-minute, you know, set of farming. So that is quite a bit of a nerf. It also got a 0.2 cast point, which is actually quite a bit. That's definitely not good. And it's more mana, which is also not good. The duration on your shard was reduced by quite a bit, which is obviously not good. Your ulti losing 10% bonus health and 20% at max, but they buffed the Burning Army. Okay, great. Great buff, Valve. The Burning Army, the Aghanim Scepter, which is definitely not good. And I know people are going to be like, oh, the Ags, what do you mean it's good? No, it's not. If you buy Ags on Klings instead of like Scotty or Gleipnir, you're just bad. It's that simple. You're just bad. So don't do that. This is just a lot of nerfs to Klings. The hero definitely was pretty busted, so pretty reasonable. Crystal Maiden. Honestly, I don't even know if it's good anymore, though. Crystal Maiden, ooh, 15 less mana on Frostbite. That's nice. That's a lot. That's really good. That's good. That's pretty good. Dark Seer. Aghanim. Oh, they nerfed my Ag. They're watching my streams, guys. Frick, man. 25 HP on my Ags. Gosh, dang it. All right, level 22. All right, who cares about that? Bonus attack range on Dazzle. Wow. I guess that's pretty good for the laning stage, so it makes him a better laner. That's about it. Death Prophet intelligence reduced. Agi gain increased. 0.5 mana regen, which is nice. And 5 movement speed. I feel like Death Prophet's actually a decent hero. So, yeah. Disruptor. I'm not even going to read that. Dragonite, 1 base damage. Black Dragon magic resist increased. Cooldown reduced. Wait, what? Why is there a 4th level? If you have Ags in level 18, I guess it's just a 100-second cooldown? I see, okay. And the DPS was increased, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. This doesn't really change the hero very much, I think. I mean, this is nice. 10 seconds less at max is actually quite good, so it's definitely a big buff. It's just not, it doesn't make the hero like an early game tempo controller, which is kind of what you generally want him to be. Sure, he scales well, but I don't think this is big enough to bring the hero really into the meta. Next up, we have Drow. Now applies the bonus damage component of Frost Arrows. Oh, that's quite a big buff on multi-shot. That's actually a major buff, right? Because isn't it like 20 damage? That's pretty nice. That's actually quite good. That could be like 60 to 80 damage on a camp, which, you know, adds up quick, especially in fights. Earthshaker, buffing the axe. All right, don't care. Ember Spirit, agi gain increased by quite a bit and a little bit of HP regen, making him a better laner, but not by a lot. Impetus, mana cost reduced. Oh god. Don't bring back offlane edge. Don't, not right before TI. Please, no. Dude, they better not buff this hero again before TI. Don't make it an offlaner. No offlane edge. No offlane edge. Grimstroke, some shitty ass talents. Okay, Gyrocopter, homing missile, shard rocket barrage, range increased by 25. Oh my, wow. Hoodwink, acorn shot, slow duration increased by 0.10. That's okay, but not really. Huskar, dude, what is with them in buffing level 20 and 25 talents? It's just like generally irrelevant. Why did they reduce the level 20 talent? Like, did someone on Reddit say, like, I lost a team fight because Huskar had 5% more HP regeneration at level 20 than he should, and it's broken. But, in response, we should buff the life break damage at level 25. That's really going to change the hero drastically. Like, how do they come up with it? I genuinely do not understand how you come up with these changes. How do you come up with this? Like, what do they do? Like, read the hero and then pick 2 things to make the patch look bigger? I honestly have no idea. Jakiro, strength gain reduced from 3.0 to 2.8. Intelligence gain increased from 2.8 to 3.0. Like, honestly. You see what I'm saying? Honestly. How do you come up with this? Like, someone please tell me. I don't know. Alright, damage increased. That's actually pretty good. 10 damage and 20 at max. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Not bad. Not bad. Coddle. Cool. Oh my god. That is rough. Cooldown increased by 2, which is a ton. Damage reduced, which is going to make you not one-shot waves at points in the game, which is also a major nerf. 100 and oh my god. Jesus. They just slaughtered Coddle. Oh my god. That is rough. I don't even know. I don't even know if this hero's playable. I feel like maybe I'm overreacting, but I don't know. 2 seconds is so much on this hero. It is so much. This is so much travel speed, and this is like gonna be so annoying for waves. Like, that's such a grief. It's such a grief, actually. And 5% less movement speed, which is a lot. Lifestealer. Some Agi, okay. Lena. Oh shoot, okay. This spell used to be an 8-second cooldown. Was it 7 at some point? That's pretty crazy, but yeah, 3 more seconds on LSA. Basically, it's incentivizing like you to max LSA instead of your E, which maybe people will do because this is pretty rough. 13 seconds is rough, so like it's incentivizing you maxing your Q and your W rather than your E. So it's a nerf to the like bots BKB Lena essentially. It's not, but it's also a big nerf to support Lena in lane, right? You know, 3 seconds where you can't stun could easily get you killed or lose you a kill. So pretty bad. Okay, okay. Luna, Aghanim Shard launches 1 attack instead of 2. That's really bad. And the search radius was drastically increased though. But that's a big nerf. This makes the Shard, I almost want to say not good, to be honest. I feel like it just makes it bad. Cooldown, okay. 20 seconds left, I don't know. This is a huge nerf though. I don't even know how, I feel like this almost makes the Daedalus Shard build like not good, to be honest. I'm not sure. 1 attack is like still decent, but it's just not that great. Feral Impulse, okay, here we go, Lycan. Damage reduced, alright, that's pretty irrelevant. No, it's not completely irrelevant, but it's pretty irrelevant. Okay, he lost quite a bit of regen, losing a full regen at level 1, you know, just in general, which is a lot in the laning stage, you know what I mean? You're losing 60 HP per minute, which definitely matters. So, definitely matters. Okay. Do I think that it makes the hero irrelevant, though? No. You just have to not pick him into bad lanes, is what I'd say. If it's a good Lycan game, it's kind of like Batrider, you know? If it's a good Batrider game, it's a good Batrider game. If it's a good Lycan game and you're not going to get punished in lane, it's still a good Lycan hero. Unless these are big nerfs. But this is not too bad. This is irrelevant. You're not going to take the shit. Shapeshift, alright, that is quite the nerf, but not too bad. And this is also not too bad. So, like, I think these are good changes. This does not kill the hero, but it makes it worse. I still think this hero is actually very good, though, to be honest. So, yeah, I still think Lycan's good. Mirana, attack speed increased. Moonlight Shadow cooldown. Alright, who cares? Monkey, I hate reading talent changes. I feel like there's so many talent changes, and it's just not like, I don't know. I feel like they're usually irrelevant. Monkey King, critical damage reduced by quite a bit. Quite a lot at level 1, which makes it harder to CS range creeps, which is typically what you would use it for, so big nerf to that. And the cooldown was increased. So it's basically telling people, hey, stop taking stats over Tree Dance, and it makes Hero much worse support at level 1, so pretty big nerfs to Monkey King. Naga Siren, base strength reduced by 1. Okay, I don't think this hero is good, so I don't know why it's getting nerfed. And then they buffed the 20 and 25 talent. Once again, Valve, how in the world do you decide to reduce strength by 1 for a hero that's not even getting picked? As far as I'm concerned, it's not even getting picked, but you reduce the strength and then buff the late game talents by basically nothing. Nature's Prophet got some mana regen, which he definitely did not really need. Night Stalker, base HP regen reduction by 0.25. Okay, that's 15 HP per second. I mean, per minute, which is something, I guess. 50 Dark Ascension damage to 40, and a little bit of strength. This hero is still good for sure. Holy shit! Dispelled! Twitch chat told me it was dispellable, so I did actually know, but that is ridiculous. I mean, literally, you could not... I feel like you couldn't make a stupider change. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but how in the world do you say this hero is so good that you need to make it irrelevant? Why would you make it irrelevant? Okay? You cannot tell me that the ability to dispel its only good ability, the only good ability that this hero has, the only reason why you pick Omni Knight is for Heavenly Grace. The other spells are irrelevant, Valve. Okay? They are irrelevant. The only reason Omni Knight is a good hero is because of Heavenly Grace. The rest are irrelevant. Degen Aura being 3% better at max does not make the hero playable. At all. You should not pick Omni Knight. Ever. If the enemy team has a brain, this hero is worthless. Like, you cannot even play the hero. And you might be like, oh, but Speed, what if there's no dispels on the enemy team? Yules exists. Nullifier exists. Just buy a Yules. 3% movement speed, and mana cost increased on Guardian Angel, as if it wasn't bad enough. And of course, the level 20 talent. Don't worry, you can cast a worthless spell only 2 seconds faster now. Wonderful. Honestly, how do you come up with this? They just removed him from the game. Do not tell me that this hero is pickable. It's not pickable in my opinion. It's not pickable. I do not see this hero as pickable at all. Okay. Pangolier, shield crash, slow reduced, not by much, it's still good. Mana cost increased, pretty reasonable. Cooldown increased. See, this makes sense to me, you know? Like, I think you can either change abilities, like maybe they could change Heavenly Grace, right? Like maybe, I don't know, something interesting. Like make it dispellable when it's halfway over. That's probably too complex, but you know what I mean? Like you have to think about it. This is a good change. It's like some nice number changes that definitely matter. Definitely gonna make him lose a kill here and there. Make him run out of mana, which this hero has mana problems. And some cooldown, because the hero plays too fast. Good. Okay. Phantom Assassin, base HP regen, 0.5 is not bad, 30 HP, it's alright. Evasion increased by 5%. I don't think it makes the hero good, but sure. Phantom Lance, was this hero good? I've been seeing people pick it. I mean, I think PL is just good when it's a good PL game, but alright. This is a big nerf, you know, 1 second less on the shard, you know, BS. It does matter. It definitely adds up, 100%. So this is a pretty big nerf. Even though it's only a second, it definitely matters. Illusory Orb cooldown down by 1 second. Okay. I don't think Puck is very good, though. Honestly. Pugna. Aghanim Scepter. Nah, dude, don't buy Ags on Pugna. Guys, if I ever catch you buying Ags on Pugna, I'm gonna run down many of your game. There's just like, okay, this is so stupid, actually. Once again, guys, Valve. Who in the world buys Ags? Is there even a single Dota game that's been played in the last month where they've bought Ags on Pugna when you only have level 1 life drain? Because it's the same at max, right? You're not going to buy... If you rush Ags on Pugna, you have a wild misunderstanding of how this hero is played. This is... I don't know. This is so irrelevant, it's insane. Okay. Rubik, base mana regen by 0.5. That's pretty decent. Oh, okay, okay. 4%, what is 4% of like 60? I'm not gonna try to do the math. It's like 1 or 2. Probably like 1, honestly. Okay, it's like 1. That's pretty irrelevant, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's pretty irrelevant. And they nerfed it per bounce. Okay, this hero is practically the same. Hate to break it to you, Rubik players. It's not a big buff. I know you want to think it's good. Not good. The hero's still mediocre AF. Burrow Strike cooldown reduced on sinking by 1 at all levels. Okay, that's a pretty big nerf. But they increased the cast range at level 1, but nerfed it at max, which is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I think this is like a cool way to adapt to the hero, because it's like so unbearable at level 1. So this is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And this like makes sense. So yeah, this is like a reasonable nerf to the hero. Fixed explosions not damaging illusions. I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. Shadow Demon, cooldown increased. Cooldown increased by 2 at all level, which is definitely quite the nerf. Definitely can matter. You can potentially not get a kill, or get a kill, or even save your teammate in a team fight. So that definitely matters. A massive nerf to, I would say, a massive nerf to the E. Sure, it's 5 less mana at max, but the thing is, spamming this in lane is brutal. It is brutal. It always has been. So this is I would say this is a massive nerf to Shadow Demon. Massive nerfs to Shadow Demon in general. Definitely thought this hero was good. He was on my position 4 tier list, but this is quite the nerf. Shadow Fiend, Necro Mastery, Shard critical damage. Wait, what is the shard? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know what the shard is. Is it good? Shadow Shaman, HP regen increased. Okay, nice. It's quite a lot, actually. Definitely, it's, 45 HP per minute. It's decent. Silencer, Glaive increased steal duration at level 1, so it's a better laner, but it's worse as a core, which is pretty interesting. Silencer support I actually think is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I like this hero as a support. I think it's a little bit underrated, to be honest. Especially now, this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. 5 seconds is a lot in the laning stage. Cooldown reduced on sprint. It's good. I think this hero was pretty bad in general, so this is nice, and okay, that's irrelevant. Base attack speed, 5 less on Slark. Yeah, I don't even think they need to nerf the hero. I think it's in a fine spot. I don't think this hero is that busted. It got nerfed pretty hard last patch. Base HP regen increased from 0.25 to 0.75, better laner, and duration reduced, which means that your ulti comes out faster, so this is a pretty big buff to this hero. Better laner and faster ulti, pretty nice. Base attack time increased from 1.8 to 1.9. Damage decreased by, a lot at level 1, so making this hero a much worse laner. And oh my, yeah, this is rough. Like, this actually matters a lot. It matters a lot. Like, a lot. Not only is the hero just a much worse laner because he has worse attack speed and does less damage with stun, which definitely matters, especially for securing range creeps. Like, you might miss a range creep secure by, 25 damage? It definitely matters. Wait, that's 15 damage. Sorry, I'm from North America. And duration decreased from 40 to 35. Which is really bad. It's going to make you miss a camp when you're farming, the jungle. You're going to completely just not have God Strength for a camp, which is going to waste quite a bit of time. You're easily going to lose, 500 to 1,000 gold worth of efficiency, something like that. And on top of that, in team fights, it's just going to end. Like, if you're going high ground or you want to take Roche, it's just going to end. Like, if you kill Roshan with God Strength, it usually takes 20 to 25 to 30 seconds. If a fight happens to break out, you would at least have, 10 to 15 seconds left. Now, it's just gonna end. So, pretty bad. Do I think Sven is irrelevant? I don't think he's irrelevant, but with Omni Knight being out, he's getting much closer to irrelevant again. Considering Medusa didn't get touched this patch, I'm a big fan of Medusa. I think it's one of the better heroes right now. Terrorblade, strength gain increased from 1.7 to 2. That's pretty good. Timbersaw got 1 damage. Nice. Tree cut bonus, 3 extra. It's actually pretty good, because if you're around a bunch of trees in the early game, that can be an extra 20 damage or 15, which is pretty good. It actually is nice. So okay. And Chakram Slow, okay, that is so irrelevant. Strength gain increased on Tiny. And then what? What the frick? Why? Isn't this hero not good? Isn't this hero just bad? Why did they nerf its level 25 talent? I'm pretty sure Tiny wasn't good. Okay. Tusk, cooldown reduced, but quite a bit actually. 3 seconds less on Snowball is a lot, so a big buff to Snowball. Critical Strike also increased by 50% at max, which is pretty good for offlane Tusk, which I actually think is not terrible. I don't think it's great, but I think it's not terrible. So, not bad. And then he can have a really low cooldown snowball at level 25. Nice. Oh wait, never mind. It's the other way around. Okay. So irrelevant though, but alright. Fiend's Gate. Underlord ulti buffed by 20 seconds. This hero is a really good pup hero. That's all I'm going to say. This hero is a really good pup hero. It still is. Undying. Some base mana regen. And a slight buff to his level 10 talent. I actually think Undying's a decent hero. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Undying's actually pretty good. I like Undying. I really like Undying. What the f... I'm like, what in the world? They definitely use a random number generator. There is no doubt in my mind when Valve is patching Dota, they just pull up a random number generator. They're like, yeah, Ursa needs a slight buff to his irrelevant level 25 talent that people don't take anyway. You don't even take this talent, right? You don't even take the talent, so this is not the talent you should ever take, and they buffed it by 20. It's just a meme. How in the world is this a meme? How is this a meme? Who is this funny to? Who thinks this is funny? You guys think this is funny? Alright. Vengeful Spirit. Agility gain reduced from 3.8 to 3.4. Alright. That's, you know, okay, they nerfed the Ags hard, right? It lost 13% movement speed, which is a ton, and it now is an HP bar. Thank God. Thank God. You could never tell if this thing was dying or not. It had this, like, dark navy blue bar that was impossible to see. So this is nice, and this is also nice. Good changes to Venge. Do I think she's still good? Yes, if she's not countered. I still think Venge Ags is very good if it's not countered. But if the hero has a really bad lane against something like a troll, or, you know, it's like against like a Viper 5 or something like that, and it's going to get stomped in lane, this is a massive nerf to the hero. So do I think it's good? Yes, still, but if it's not countered, is kind of what I would look for if I'm going to pick this hero. Veno, agi gain reduced by 0.2. Okay, this is completely doesn't matter. Viper, agi gain increased. Actually, this matters quite a bit considering you get 5 stacks. That's 5% more magic resist when you build up 5 stacks. So that's quite a bit. 5% less, more magic damage definitely can be the difference between getting a kill or not, especially with a little bit of extra agi. Okay, Void Spirit, irrelevant. A little bit less mana regen. Okay, that hurts. That's quite a bit. And Dissimulate stun reduced. Alright, still a good hero. Warlock, okay, who cares? Weaver, health regen increased. Okay, doesn't matter. Mana cost less on Sakuchi, that's pretty good. 10 less mana on a spell you spam constantly, that's pretty good. That definitely can make the difference in some circumstances. Death Ward, damage increased at max by basically nothing. This practically doesn't matter. Mana cost on Switcheroo, oh, huge buff to Witch Doctor Shard. This is a must-buy shard for sure. Really good. Much less mana, which is nice. Probably doesn't matter too much, but alright. And the cooldown was decreased by 30, which is a ton. Second to last, we have Wraith King. The stun damage over time was increased. I would say, what is that, 20 more damage at level 1? Not terrible. Impact damage, okay. Alright, so, okay. It doesn't matter. And finally, last but not least, Zeus Lightning Bolt now targets the closest nearby non-hero enemy unit in range when ground targeted if there's no heroes in range. Okay, I guess we'll just end it there on a very cool change that, okay. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching 7.30C. I would say overall a fantastic patch with a lot of irrelevant talent changes. If you're a talent fanatic and you like get off to talents, this is a great patch for you, but for your average Dota player, I don't know why Ursa's Earth Shock is 20 bigger at level 25. At level 25. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.